Independent Client Customer Maples. Today was an installation of a just really cool little black set of cabinets with satin nickel hardware, and I mean just turned out really nice. This is a she shed barn, I guess you would call it. Family meeting place. But basically what we had to do today was put in these cabinets. As you see, we had one issue, and that was that this cabinet had a clip that was broken. One of these like this, they look like that. Okay, so we're going to need, I'd say just get 4, that way we have plenty, but we need at least one more for this shelf to work in this cabinet. But just going over everything, we're done with installation today. That's what we primarily came for. We actually have a countertop that's already here, one piece. We got another piece coming on Thursday. So then as far as the countertop goes, this piece here is 63 1/4 to the face frame. So the countertop would be like 64 1/4, probably 64 is what it was. This piece here was 120 1/4. And let me explain why. If you look right here, there's a 1/4 inch reveal. It's not flush. There's a 1/4 inch reveal on this. There is 3/16 of an inch here on the end of this cabinet. So you cannot put this panel up against the end of this frame. We ended up having to add a 1/4 inch of scribe in here to be able to have something to offset it, because if we didn't, see that, 3/16, this drawer was going to hit the back of this ear, okay? So at 120 with a smooth panel, this wouldn't have been a problem, or if it was skinned or whatever, but with a 1/4 reveal, we had to put a 1/4 in here. Now that's not a huge difference. We need a little room to get it to go in as well. 3, 4, 5 on this corner right here turned out to be exactly 5. So we'll split the difference between 2 sides of it. And plus it's a wood wall and it's a black finish, so it'll just disappear with that. We did have to add a 1/2 inch of fill here. And that was a difference between the margins on 2 sides of the window to the center line. It's about 3/16 of an inch difference on the actual layout of the window that it was on the layout of the cabinets. So we made up that difference by putting a 1/4 here and about a 1/2 inch there. Now, one other thing that's not in the video, but we did today, this gap was about 4 inches tall. So we went ahead and added a little 3-inch plug in here. It's just got 2 screws in it, but a 3-inch plug gives you a nice little finish gap all the way around, makes it look clean. And then up here, all of this, we left all of the touch-up kits. So all your touch-up kits, this is the color for the corner. One of the bolts, we need 3 more of those bolts. And there's the touch-up kit for the materials. All that's here above the refrigerator. All your margins on here, about a 1/2 inch on the sides, 1 inch on the front, basically flush with the doors on the fronts of it. On the right-hand side, scribe up the side. And then we actually had to cut a little hole here right at the top of the baseboard for them to plug up the refrigerator with. No big deal. It's going to be hidden probably by the couch, I would think. Over here on this side, 36/30, both shelves. Everything's in good shape, function. Right here, 36 drawer. Everything's working just fine. Here on the sink base, we had to cut a trap door out of the bottom of this. If you can imagine, this is a lot of plumbing that comes up through the concrete. This is actually 1 inch to 3/4 to 1/2 to, it's just a bunch of stuff there. So we cut a trap door out, got it through. This come up right in the edge of the sink base. But we cut it out enough that we can get a nut and everything on it. We may still have to cut some more out on that. But again, I'm going to look and see what we need. I might have to cut that off and actually put a sweep on it. Then bring it over and put a P-trap. The strainer basket's going to be on the left side, but I just don't want to get in the way of anything there as far as the connections to that. Here, base 21, open space. And here, this is 26 by 26 as far as the space. So the floor space is about 34 1/2 inches tall. This is a possible area for an internal water heater, if you wanted to mount the water heater in this space. Again, before Saturday, before we come back, if you want to mount a water heater here and then feed power to it, maybe from that circuit, here's your stud, there's your stud, so you've got a channel there. Possibly that would be a place. And then you've got this space behind here that you can run the water lines over to this assembly inside. So there's some choices right now. Once we put the countertop on, that won't be available anymore. Here, this one's 36 drawer. Everything's working. Up here, 21 left. Both of the shelves are in there, 18 right, both the shelves. This is the one we needed the 3 pieces or 4 pieces of shelf clips. Here's a 2430. Everything's working correctly. And that is what we've done today. If you have any other questions about anything, feel free to give me a call at 423-650-1051. Have a great day.